Today, our journey is mammals to humans. 65 million years ago, the mighty dinosaurs were gone. In their place, a quieter world began to stir. Small furry mammals, once hiding in the shadows, now had space to thrive. This was the dawn of a new era. Mammals diversified into every shape and size. Some grew larger, grazing on fresh green landscapes. Others took to the trees, and from these tree dwellers, a special group began to form, the primates. Primates' torpors stood apart, with grasping hands, forward-facing eyes, and slightly larger brains. These small changes gave them balance, vision, and adaptability. The forest became their kingdom. Millions of years later, a new branch of primates appeared. The great apes, orangutans, gorillas, chimpanzees, and us, humans, all share this ancestry. Evolution is not a ladder, but a tree, and we are just one twig on its vast branches. In East Africa, around 6 million years ago, a profound transformation began. A global cooling trend caused the dense forests our primate ancestors called home to recede, giving way to a mosaic of woodlands and sprawling grasslands. This environmental pressure gave rise to what scientists call the savanna hypothesis. In this new, exposed world, a novel form of locomotion offered a critical advantage. Some of our ancestors took a bold, revolutionary step. They began to walk upright on two legs. This was no simple adjustment. It was a complete anatomical overhaul. The foramen magnum, where the spine meets the skull, shifted forward. The pelvis broadened into a supportive bowl, and our feet developed an arch to absorb the shock of walking. Bipedalism was incredibly energy efficient for covering long distances, a vital skill for finding scattered resources. It also freed the hands, a game-changing development. Now, our ancestors could carry food, hold infants securely, and wield the first simple tools. Standing tall also allowed them to see over tall grasses, spotting predators and opportunities from afar. This wasn't just a change in posture, it was the definitive split from our ape cousins, the birth of the hominin lineage, and the foundational adaptation that paved the way for everything to come. By 2.5 million years ago, a new species, Homo habilis, shaped stones into tools. Sharp edges meant survival, cutting meat, breaking bones, and adapting to challenges. Intelligence was slowly becoming our greatest weapon. Then came fire. Homo erectus, one of our earliest ancestors, learned to control flames nearly 1 million years ago. Fire gave warmth, protection, and cooked food, unlocking more energy and fueling bigger brains. But we were not alone. Neanderthals roamed Europe. Denisovans thrived in Asia. Other species lived across Africa. For a time, the Earth was home to many kinds of humans. Some we competed with, others we interbred with. Even today, fragments of Neanderthal and Denisovan DNA live on within us. 200,000 years ago, on the vast plains of Africa, our species, Homo sapiens, appeared. We were not alone. Other hominins walked the earth, but we were different. Forged by a changing climate, we developed a mind capable of abstract thought and intricate planning, a new kind of consciousness. We were not the strongest, but we were the most adaptable. Our true advantage was our brain, which gave rise to complex language. This allowed us to share detailed knowledge, coordinate our actions, and build powerful social bonds that no other species could match. We began to express this new inner world through art and ritual, creating a shared culture that unified us. This symbolic thinking was our superpower, fueling an explosion of creativity and cooperation. Fueled by this unity, we spread from Africa across the globe, outlasting every hominin cousin. On our journey, we met them, and sometimes we interbred, so while they vanished, the legacy remains. It is a faint whisper, carried in our very genes, and in the timeless art on cave walls, a testament to our long and complex family story. Our evolutionary saga began with small mammals, leading to the great apes, and eventually to a pivotal shift. Our ancestors stood upright. This freed their hands to craft the first stone tools, sparking a cognitive revolution. The mastery of fire provided warmth and cooked food, fueling our growing brains. And with the dawn of language, we could share complex ideas, weaving the social fabric that defined our path to becoming fully human. But in the grand timeline of our planet, this biological journey was only the beginning. A new kind of evolution was about to take hold, one driven not by genes, but by culture and innovation. Our journey as a species had truly just begun. Next, we'll witness how the agricultural revolution anchored us to the land, giving rise to the first cities and empires. We will see how our ingenuity allowed us to reshape the face of the earth, and how that same relentless curiosity eventually led us to gaze beyond our world, charting the heavens and dreaming of the stars. This is Factonic Facts, where the story of life becomes your story.